What's up, everyone? So today we just have a devotion. Like, it's not really a verse that I took out of the Bible. It's more of just something God brought to me, and just I wanted to share with everybody. Um, it's about prayer, and I know a lot of people like to see prayer as like I'll say, a place where you ask for something, and or like try to ask God to do something for you or make it something that's transactional. But in reality, it's not like that. And the first thing I put in my notes is we can't get frustrated if God does not answer our prayer when we request something. Like I said, I'm touching on the transactional part. It's like if we ask God to give us something, or say people like to ask for money or clothes or physical items or worldly things. That's the key. Worldly things. People like to ask for worldly things, and that's not what we do. We can't use God like a vending machine, and that is the next thing I put. Prayer is something to help us get closer to God, not to treat him like a vending machine. And that's something like a vending machine, you insert money, you ask for what you want, and that's what you get out of it. But with God, it's not transactional. Like I said, it's something that's like more than that. It's getting closer to God and actually feeling that. It's not just treating it like a ritual, not just treating it like a religious ritual, but it's actually being in the zone with God and just feeling him over you. And some key points I put were prayer is not about being. A prayer is about being and not just doing. My bad. Prayer is about being, not just doing. You have to be in the moment with God, and you have to seek deeper than what you want. You have to feel his presence. That's what you have to ask. You don't just ask for what you want. It usually is about you getting close with God. And prayer should not be like something like that's treated like a religious ritual, and like, how people say, like, as Christians you should be praying, and in religion you should be praying and stuff, but it's not just that. Just to be seen in the right light, it's not that. Praying is to get closer with God and like feel his presence, and that's something a lot of people need to know. It's not just about treating God like a vending machine. It's actually about getting closer with him. The last thing I put is God wants your focus, your attention, and your heart. And that's the main thing I wanted to touch on. And more people need to know that it's not transactional. Like I said, I know that the key word you say is transactional. That's the key word I'll say. It's not transactional. It's not something where you're asking for something and he gives it to you. It's you seeking God, and just he's flowing through you through prayer. And that's what it is. We are all disciples for God, and that's what it is. Even I struggle with this sometimes. I can admit I struggle with the fact I ask him for things. I treat it like a transactional relationship, and that's what a lot of people would do, and especially me. And that's the main message. We just need to treat God not as a vending machine, but we need to give him our focus, our attention, and our hearts.